stepping in for Wandy so that we can have something great. That was Sweat that just ended. Now we are in the studio to make Relationship 360 a major blast. Of course, I'm not here alone. Yes, I'm standing for Wandy, so I do have Barrister Olumide here with me. Most definitely, Barrister, how did your week go?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, dear Val Motivator. Thank you for always being reliable, motivational, and always stepping in with or without notice.
No trouble. That's your way.
Thank you very much. And to our listeners, good morning once again, and thank you for tuning in to listen to Relationship 360. I really appreciate you and do not take you for granted. Today we would continue what we started. They say don't start what you cannot finish. Today we would continue on the topic I started called parental consensual rape. Also to bring to our remembrance that the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence is still ongoing. It's a United Nations initiative against sexual violence on all women and girls. How do I put this? It's the theme for this year is to put an end to the fastest growing abuse against women, which is digital abuse. The digital abuse includes the non-consensual sharing of intimate images of women, which is also known as leaked nude videos or nude pictures, cyberbullying, trolling, doxing, that's DOXXING, means publishing private information about a woman, then the online sexual exploitation and grooming of women, and then online harassment, also known as hate speech. These acts don't just happen online, they often lead to offline violence in real life. So we also sensitize the public against these kinds of actions. If you are someone who does this, or related to someone who does this, or are friends to someone who does this, I think it is time you gave them a bit of warning. It is now a crime to do so. Let me move on to my topic for today. Last week, I explained what parental consensual rape was, which is parental from the word parent, that is a person's father or mother or legal guardian or custodian. Consensual from the word consent, which means permission, approval, agreement. And then rape, which is sexual intercourse without permission, against a person's will, through force or threat of force. Now, parental consensual rape, as I have explained earlier, covers both adults and minors, which means people above 18 and below the ages of 18. Parental consensual rape simply means that upon discovery of rape by the parents of the child or the adult, the parents now refuse to prosecute or get justice for their children because of the person who did it. Upon discovery of the person who raped their child, they decide not to go ahead with the case, bury the case, and force the trauma to remain on the child. Now, why do they refuse to go ahead with the case? They refuse simply because they found that the rapist is a family member, someone related by blood or by marriage, or a known person to the family. they say, oh, I don't want any case, so, oh, okay, we will settle it as a family member. As a family matter. How my problem has been, how would parents refuse to fight for, listen, the worst thing you can do to a child, both male and female, is sexual abuse. Because it is against their body. Their body is where everything is connected. A man is made up of spirit, soul, and body. The moment you take body away, the person is dead. The person is dead. What will remain is spirit, and the soul is in the spirit. So a man is made up of three components. Now, when you say a violation against the body, it's a violation against the very container, against the very person, which is sexual abuse. Every other thing is done outside the body. If you lie with your mouth. It is something verbal that you cannot hold. But rape is against the person's body, which means the trauma continues as long as the body is alive. Please go through my Facebook page, Barrister Olumide, or I think I had more views on Olumide Omoshebi on Facebook. Scroll down to 3 days ago. You will see my interview with two sisters, ages 8 and 13, who were raped by their stepfather with the help of their biological mother. The children kept telling their mother that Lucky, that is the name of their stepfather,
Wow.
that this man has been doing this, doing that, doing this, to the extent that he would drug them. They would wake up and find, the young girl says, I will find one sticky thing all over my body. And she would go. The mother would say, she didn't wash up her privates well, that the sticky came from her private. They kept telling their mother until one of them decided to go and get a phone and call their biological father, because their mother refused their biological father to know where they were. She just, one day the man just came back and saw the woman had left with the two children and went to meet another man, married another man.
Wow.
The interview is there on my Facebook page. It would upset you, but you would see my interview with them and the father of the children. This man is at large now, but hopefully this week we will get him. And also the mother going down as an accomplice to the crime. Before, this will be the first time, and this will just be the beginning. Every parent who tries to cover up the crime is an accessory to the crime after the fact, meaning that you knew of the crime and concealed the crime simply because you are related to the offender. How is it possible? I don't really understand. How would a parent refuse to get justice for your child, and in the future you will come and collect bride price from that child, Abby, from the person who wants to marry the child that you never fought for, that you caused trauma, and then that uncle that defiled your child will sit down in the same wedding ceremony to witness you collect that same uncle, that same brother, that same cousin will share from the gifts. You know, the bridal list is to be shared amongst family members of a child that you defiled. I've told you that this damage affects children. I told you, let me even start again. Maybe you didn't hear me properly. Last week I told you that the most critical age for the girl child is between 0 to 5, 9 to 14, and 16 to 19, where they are 4 times more likely than at any age to be defiled, to be raped, to be sexually abused in their lifetime. 90% of child sexual abuse victims know the perpetrator in some way. 80% are abused by family members. So the girl child is more likely to be raped inside her own house, under her parents' roof.
Wow.
Most of these children become victims of abuse 18 months. 18 months. And look at it. 80% of 21-year-olds who were abused as children met the criteria for at least one psychological disorder. It messes up their minds. A report showed almost 57% of women in prisons worldwide were abused as children. Why? Because child sexual abuse increases the capacity, the probability of a child to commit a crime in future. Why? Out of aggression. Female children who have been defiled are less likely to practice safe sex, putting them in greater risk of sexually transmitted diseases, and 25% more are likely to experience teen pregnancy. Child abuse happens across all socio-economic levels. All ethnic and cultural lines do not matter. All religious and educational levels do not matter. And the effects are lifelong damages to women, affecting the physical, mental, and sexual reproductive health. You know that some chronic pains, gastrointestinal illnesses, gynecological problems, substance abuse, and sexually transmitted infections have it as a root cause that this person was defiled while they were children. Victims are 4 times more likely to develop symptoms of drug and substance abuse. Why? Because that is before they are 21. Why? Because they look for substances to help them cope with the trauma. To help them cope with the trauma. Because you will still see the person still comes to family meetings. The person, and this is what happens. It is repeated. Once there is no action against it, it is repeated. That is how some people go from one family member to the other until they now have the audacity, the boldness to branch out and meet their neighbors' children. Victims are 4 times more likely to suffer post-traumatic stress disorder as adults. They are 11 times more likely to suffer depression as adults. You don't understand what damage you do to your children by not fighting for them. Look at 67%, almost 70% of women in Kirikiri were raped as children. You've practically destroyed the lives of the children when you find out and you do not fight for it. Now, do you know what happens when this kind of sexual abuse happens to your child and the father stands or the mother stands to fight for the child? Do you know there's something biological, an enzyme that causes the child to heal from the trauma? It now makes the child not only heal, become stronger emotionally and mentally. So you find those that they fought for, and when they grow up, they now start fighting for other children who were sexually abused. A lot of advocates, look at it, both male and females were abused as children. A lot of people suffer in marriages because of the post-traumatic stress. Look at those women and the men in marriages. A lot of them, failed marriages, were raped as children. So it begins to affect their submission, their agreement with their wives or their husbands. Because their first sexual experience was pain, was assault, was bitter, was against their will. So at times they do not, so when the man touches them or when their woman is, it puts them, it is, what they call a bipolar disorder. that means there is no moderate temperament. It is either extreme sexuality or extreme withdrawal. Then you find out 2 years after, you know that marriages now, 1 out of every 4 would end in a separation or divorce by the 2nd anniversary. And then you have 1 in every 3 girls being sexually abused before the age of 18, and 1 in every 5 boys being sexually abused before the age of 12.
Wow.
So what do we have? We have a damaged generation. Listen, a generation is typically 20 to 30 years, representing the time children grow and have their own children. Today, a generation is typically 20 years, between 15 and 20 years. So the generation before my own are people that are 70, between 65 to 70. Because as we are now, 18-year-olds, even in the olden days, 18-year-olds were already having children and marrying, 16, 14. So I would say from 67 upwards are 1 generation for me. The damage they have done to their children, the damage they have done to this country would take almost 2 generations to eradicate. Most of them, not all of them, are plagued with a disease called tradition and religion. Our Olori Ebis would rather fight for tradition than fight for knowledge or wisdom. They believe age means right. They believe age means wisdom. But what they fail to understand is that the wisdom of Solomon has nothing to do with the age of Methuselah. They hold tradition more important than the lives of their children. Meanwhile, no other animal in the animal kingdom does that. The animal kingdom evolves. Human beings devolves. How can a parent watch the rape of its offspring and settle it as a family matter? The Olori Ebis will say, they don't want our name. What name? Your name should be mentioned with triumph, with justice. When they mention that name, you people are, don't go near that family. But you say, our name. What name do you even have? I say, you don't want our name. What useless name? You call your name and what happens? Does it bring money? Does it bring wealth? Does it? You say, you don't want value. You don't want our name to be king. And you refuse to fight for the future of your name. Isn't it the future of your name? Are they not your children? And you watch them being you know what a predator does, but this one need to bite your leg, then come back, bite your hand. That's what they do. Because they know nothing will happen, they will settle it as a family member. Now, listen to this. I mentioned this phenomenon last week, Saturday, which was the 29th of November, last week. And on the 1st of December, Uloma Nwagu, a 19-year-old, was murdered on the 1st of December.
She was murdered
by Emeka Nwagu. You see, they bear the same surname, 51 years old, and the cousin of the mother. Listen to this. The Enugu State Police Command, through operatives of the Nsukka Urban Division, arrested Emeka Emmanuel Nwagu for the gruesome murder of his maternal cousin's sister, Loveth Uloma Nwagu, aged 19. Let us see why. The deceased, that is the 19-year-old girl, had earlier reported a case of defilement, sexual abuse, abduction, threat to life against the suspect on the 28th of November 2025. The girl had been living with this suspect, with this man, since she was 13, after the death of the man's wife. The mother, who is the cousin of this man, I don't know why she gave her 13-year-old daughter to this man. When he got her, he restricted her communication with family and friends and subjected her to sexual abuse. After attempting to escape her family home in Enugu, Ezike Igbo, Nze North local government, the suspect threatened her with a firearm, forcing her back while she tried to run away. She locked her up in a room. She later escaped using a spare key and reported the incident again to the police, who issued a medical request form for examination, the suspect's family were invited to the station when the man was arrested, and he confessed and sought for forgiveness and promised to return this girl. The family, citing personal ties, chose not to prosecute the case but opted for spiritual cleansing due to the incestuous and abominable act against the victim. Instead of prosecution, they said, let us settle it. They will go to church and do deliverance for the man. Now, the girl, while receiving treatment at a pharmacy in Nsukka, the man forced his way inside, assaulted her, struck her head repeatedly on the floor, causing fatal injuries, and the girl died. He killed her. Why? The parents refused to prosecute and sought for spiritual cleansing, deliverance. Now, which is better? The girl is dead, the man is alive. Now, this would also go as a lesson to policemen. Because if I were on this matter, I will indict all the police officers there. How can people be coming to settle rape, a capital crime, defilement of a minor in your police station? Are you not officers of the law? Are you not supposed to prosecute? Now this one is dead. When you go to my Facebook page, you would see Barrister Olumide. You will now see another one by consent of the mother. This is the mother's cousin. This is the mother's cousin that killed the mother's daughter, raped her for 5 years. The girl ran away
for 5 years.
5 years since she was 13. Now she's 19. No, 6 years. Now she's dead. 1st of December, this month. What is today's date? Today is 6th. 1st of December, we are burying a child. This is just the one that came out.
All right, let's take a quick break. Wow, this story is coming through, gives you reason to just cringe and think, ask yourself a question. Human beings, where are we heading to? 99.3 Nigerian info. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we still have Barrister Olumide here, explaining to you in detail why you must make a move to save lives. See something, say something. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. A very long advert break. Like they say, adverts are important so that we can pay bills. All right, before we went on that break, Barrister Olumide was breaking down the different scenarios and of course some other experiences of people who obviously some will say are not supposed to be human beings, but then again, I don't know how to qualify them to take another life.
You are looking at me, Ogava. This is a 19-year-old who had been the rape begun when she was 13 for 6 years.
And a human being was doing this to her.
And she ran. She told family the man kidnapped her at gunpoint back. And this man is a security guard. You see, the problem I have is a security guard now with one neighborhood watch group in Enugu. So the problem I have are with people who let their Olori Ebis, their fathers and mothers, make wrong choices for them. Children often know when they are being misled because the direction contradicts common sense. It contradicts wisdom. It contradicts knowledge. It is sacrifice just because of blood or marriage. Can you imagine that when I handle these cases, I tell their parents, thank you for fighting for your child. How is it possible? Does that make sense? I should thank you, Val, for fighting for your own son. In the animal kingdom, is there one other boy or clap for a lioness that protects her cub? Do they clap? Do they come together and celebrate? It is their divine, God-given duty as a human being to protect your offspring at all costs. That is why animals evolve and humans devolve in common sense. Because they sacrifice their children for tradition. And tradition is made by man. There is no divine tradition. There is no tradition that we met here. The earliest settlers, people, men, are the makers of tradition. People like you and me sat down, and that is why every tradition favors man to the woman. Because men were the ones who conspired tradition. There are beautiful sides to tradition. The culture is the expression of tradition. Where you see our ashwebi, where you see our parties, naming ceremonies, marriage ceremonies. But then there is a darker side to tradition, which is the sacrifice of the children. The only thing that sacrifices children in this world is tradition and religion.
So it's in the control business.
It's in the control. It is always against common sense. Now, let me just end here. I don't want to take time. Now, I want us to go to the phone lines.
All right.
Val.
Wow.
Please, if as a child you were sexually assaulted, raped, last week I had a case in Ikorodu where a boy was sent on an errand, and someone in the neighborhood dragged him into the bush and sodomized him in the bush.
What?
That is somebody's son. It is the
of.
brother of the father that is fighting for the boy.
So what about the father?
It's like
another question.
You see that my voice is going up. I need to calm down before I receive a message from my wife now that I'm shouting.
0201-2770-993. That is for gentlemen, and for ladies 0201-465-7190. It's a very sensitive topic.
Please, if you were sexually assaulted as a child and you told your mother, your father, or your custodian, and they buried it, they did nothing, either out of cowardice or because you are related to your abuser by blood or by marriage, including your father. I brought a lady, Josephine, if you remember. Oh, you were not, sorry. She was raped by her own father. She was brought to Lagos after 18 as she finished secondary school to meet her father for the first time in her life.
I find it hard to be able to piece up that it's
now the family,
body,
the case is being truncated in court because the family have reason. You want to send your father to be. The man has been in prison in Kirikiri awaiting trial. No, I'm not sure if it's Ikoyi prison, awaiting trial. But now the state has been calling me. Where is this girl? She had changed her number based on my advice, and like, barrister, I don't want to let them just leave him, let him go. I don't want him to have I don't want to have anything to do with it. Then why did you run to me in the first place that you wanted justice? This same girl, when it started happening, she attends one of these deliverance churches. They now took her for deliverance that she is the one who seduced her father.
It's called.
So please, if you have been defiled, raped, sexually abused as a child, and I want us to talk about that today.
More importantly.
Yes, more importantly,
okay.
Please give us a call.
The phone lines are officially open. 0201-2770-993. That's for gentlemen. For ladies, 0201-465-7190. And then for the WhatsApp line, you can also send us a WhatsApp message, 0809-597-5805. Again, the WhatsApp line, 597-5805. All right. Okay, so the phone lines are buzzing already. Please, when you call, don't forget to turn down the volume of your radio set, and obviously at the same time, when you want to contribute, stay with what it is that Barrister Olumide is talking about. Don't veer off from something else. If not, you know him now. He'll come with his hammer and hammer you. All right, let's jump into this. Hello, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay. How are you?
Very well. What's your name?
No, that you might not want to
Okay, yes, go
disclose
ahead.
their names.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't have to say your name, sir.
I'm Barrister Peter Oku, and I'm calling from Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Barrister Olumide is here listening to you.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Olumide, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for listening and for calling.
Yes, I was listening to you with the rapt attention. You see, the problem is that there is complete moral decadence in society. You are doing what the government is supposed to do, obviously. The government, both local, state, and federal, you'll be surprised that even the government, the various aspects of government, they are guilty of aiding and abetting some of these criminal activities.
Sorry, Barrister. We have just 1
Yes.
minute, so you have about 5 seconds to drop it.
Let
Yes.
me sum it up. That is what I'm trying to say, that the government is not exempted.
Okay.
Because kidnapping of school children, currently, about 300 children were kidnapped in Kebbi, Kwara, Kogi, and some other states. And the government said they have rescued them without paying.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I know what you're saying is quite sensitive, but let's stay with it. Yes.
Well, please, once again, I allowed my learned colleague to make his point, but it was not the point I was looking for. What I'm talking about are people who were defiled as children and mentioned it to their parents or their custodians, or, and nothing was done about it. Please, let's go back to the phone lines.
Right. So you guys have heard. Let us stay within the context.
Don't
of the
call to
conversation.
say hello or hi or thank you for listening, but let's go straight to the people.
Hello,
Good morning.
Good morning. You want to remain anonymous? Hello.
I think we lost
This
that.
person is still finding her voice. I think so. It takes a while for some people to be able to come out and talk about this.
Absolutely.
Hello, 99.3. Hello. All right.
I
Let's jump into
hope
another
there's
one.
nothing wrong with the
The
phone.
phone lines are working.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Let me remain anonymous.
All right, go
Please.
ahead.
Barrister, I was molested when I was 6 by my mommy's stepbrother. And this is the first time I will open up. I'm now 40. I only told my grandfather when the thing happened, and my grandfather laid curse on him that he will never have child, and it come to pass today. But I did not tell my mom. And anytime I visit village, I saw him. He says I should poison him to die. Because it makes me, I don't have any feeling for man anymore. I hate men in my life. I don't even want to have a shit with any man.
Wow.
Because of what happened.
Wow.
Even when I'm the only child of my mom is eager for me to marry, but I just hate men. That passion when I remember what happened that day.
I'm so sorry, man. Can I ask you a question, please?
I'm hearing.
Why did you not tell your mother or your father?
My mom just got pregnant for my dad, so my grandfather collected me and asked my mom to go back to school. So I was staying with my grandfather to go to school. But when my mommy returned, I didn't think that my grandfather told her daughter. It's only him that knows what happened.
So the reason you didn't tell your mother was because he went to school?
Yes, because he went to school and he normally comes back during dormitory time. He normally come back during the holiday.
Have you?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
I did not know if my grandfather told her, but I believe he did not because it's only me and him that knows it.
So till today, is your mother still alive?
Yes, my mom is still alive.
You might have an issue because you never told. What about your father? You didn't tell your father as well?
No.
Don't you think it is time for you to say it? You see how it has affected you. You see how it has affected you. You can't keep this kind of thing inside. Can you please send me a text message after the program
Oui.
so that I can talk to you? Thank you very much for sharing. This is really terrible. This is really terrible. Thank you very much. God bless you, man.
All right.
Can you see that even at 40, it is still affecting her? Please let's go.
The trauma is still there.
The trauma is still there at 40.
Wow. All right. More calls. Hello, 99.3. Hello. Call us back in case you're missing the lines. Gentlemen, you can call us on 0201 2770 993. And ladies, you can call us on 0201 465 7190. And if you're too shy, probably you're still finding your voice, you can drop a message on our WhatsApp line 0809 597 5805. Barrister Olumide is here to answer your question. And he has obviously said if you have an experience to share, if something happened to you when you were young, if you were raped, you're taken advantage of, this is the time to let it out. And don't forget, there is this psychological, I don't know, Barrister, if I'm wrong or right, there is some form of the curative measure like finding your salvation. We talk about something and let it out.
Yes, to a trusted person.
To a trusted person. All right, so calls are coming through now. Hello, 99.3.
Hello, good morning, Barrister.
Good morning, ma.
This is Vicky from VI, sir.
Vicky, how are you? You mentioned your name again.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
From the other caller, I called last week.
Yes, I know.
I said maybe that is the reason why, I don't know if I detest me or responsible people are not coming and I don't want to have anything to do with them. Maybe the trauma is still there. Aside from the fact that I'm trying to be strong, bold in front of situation.
What age were you?
Then I was, during my pastor's issues, I think I was 16, 17, 18.
16, 17, 18. So let's take a median of 17.
Yeah, I'm a year older than my sister.
So did you you told your parents, yes, and you mentioned that they did nothing.
They didn't do anything.
Because he's a pastor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Vicky.
And regarding this thing also happened to my third sister, the first 5 girls in the family. I tell you, before the boys.
Wow.
My sister started at 14. Oh my God, my daddy could not control her. My daddy said I should leave her alone. My sister bring things to the house, brought different men that will provide these.
Hold on. Your 14-year-old sister.
Yes, sir.
You believe she was sexually abused and it now sent her to overdrive sexually?
This one is not, will I call it sexual? This one was willful. She goes outside, come back home. And my dad would not say anything.
Something must have caused that.
I don't know.
Something, a 14-year-old will not just wake up and then start living the street life. Thank you very much.
She would leave home for like months and would not come home.
And your father did nothing?
Yes.
Vicky, thank you very much.
Thank
you. I really appreciate it. Wow. Yeah.
All right, more calls coming through. Hello, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello, Barrister. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Permit me not to say my name.
Absolutely, sir.
Abused from the age of 6.
Please, could you speak louder, please?
I said I was abused from the age of 6 by my auntie. The person that we were giving charge over because my mom was not available and my dad was not available. My dad was in Lagos, my mom was in Port Harcourt. So at that time, almost every evening, she calls me into her room. It still flashes back to me every day. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir, I can.
She calls me into the room. She goes naked. Then she closes my eyes and places me on top of her. This happened for so long. Barrister, today, I am 40, I'm not married. If I meet a lady for a relationship and we get intimate for the first time, that is the end of the relationship.
Wow.
She kept calling me. I visited her once because she was married, and then I just had to once. I wanted to see if she would say something to me.
Like an apology.
Yes, she couldn't see anything. She just, maybe she moved on. She thought maybe I can't remember or I didn't know what happened for over a year. And then I left her house there. Then she kept calling for me to visit, I didn't until she died about 2 years ago. But that thing has ruined my relationship life till date. I am 40.
Wow.
I am not married.
Wow. Did you tell your parents? Did you tell your mom or your dad?
They're not available.
But you must have met them maybe for Christmas or maybe,
Yes, what my auntie told me then was that this is what, because my mom was the one who do visit us once in a while. My dad was with another wife, and all of that. So he hardly come around. So she visited once in a while. And my auntie told me that this is what your mommy said I should be doing to you to make you a man.
I'm very sorry about that.
Whenever my mom visited, at a point, the excitement of seeing my mom wasn't there anymore, because in my mind I was like, this is what you ask auntie to do to me every time to make me a man. My mom is late. I didn't have the opportunity to ask.
To confront her.
Confront her and all of that. But today, that thing has ruined my relationship life.
Thank you very much for sharing. But you can heal, right?
I've tried. I'm trying. First, I'm trying.
I would. We're going to have a meeting next year. I'm arranging something. It just costs a lot of money to put together, but I would raise that money. We will put it together, where I'm going to meet with as many as can come who were sexually abused as children. One meeting is going to be for the women, the other is going to be for the men. I'm going to distribute masks so that nobody sees each other's face, and we're going to talk. Let's see how it goes. I pray that God helps me next year. I'm so sorry, but God, there's something will be done by God's grace.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing.
All right.
Let's go.
Wow. We'll probably go on a quick break. When we come back, we will continue this. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Parental is still here to answer your questions, and at the same time, as you share, he's here to follow through. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Break like we always do to get the ads running through. Parental was giving you a breakdown of what you should do if you, in many ways, notice your child is acting funny. At the same time, we share experiences. People have been calling and talking about what they went through. Remember, when you call in, right? If you don't want if you don't want to remain anonymous, that's fine.
Let them not even mention them.
Mention their name at all.
Yes,
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So,
that's fine.
So you can see the devastation. You can see the fact that most of it comes from neglect. Father in London, mother in America. Okay? And you leave your children to people. Now December is coming again. You are all going back to the village. Taking your children to the village. Let's go back to the
all right. You want to take WhatsApp messages or let's continue the format, because I see more people are responding by calling. Hello, 99.3.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning. Barrister Olumide is here to answer your question.
Good morning, sir. My name is Juliet.
Juliet, you mentioned your name.
Yes, because I've healed myself.
Fantastic. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
I healed myself. I was abused, maybe from the age of 5, 6. I couldn't remember the age, but it was when I was in primary school till secondary school. But I didn't tell my mom. I later told her after 5 years later, and she was mad. we were no longer staying in that compound because it was our neighbor.
Can I ask why you did not? What about your father? Was he around?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell either of them?
I did not have that courage to talk something like that. I was scared because they were too harsh for me to talk.
Because your parents were harsh.
Yes, and I didn't know how to put those words together. I don't know how to explain it.
From the age of 5.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, was there actual penetration?
I think there was after my primary school. Because I went to government school, I think that was where I have different orientation that this is not good, this is good, you don't have to allow this to do this. I think I have different orientation that I actually fight for myself.
Thank you very much, Juliet, for sharing. Has it affected you in any way? You have healed yourself. How did you heal yourself, Juliet?
Actually.
Wow.
Hello? Okay, I think she dropped the line. Or maybe the network.
She was talking, maybe network.
Thank
you, Juliet, for calling. I would have loved to hear that. Please, let's go to the next caller.
Hello, 99.3, Nigeria Info.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Media, Mustafa.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah. I would like to share my own.
Please go ahead.
Story.
Can you
have
speak
a
up
minute?
a bit? Can you speak up a bit?
I was abused. I started being abused at a very young age, and I think my mother caused it. She was too strict. I have only a mother. Sorry, I lost my voice to cough.
Yeah, I understand.
So she would tell me, go and buy something for that brother. Go and buy something for that brother. They will always want me to buy something for them. And from there, I'll be molested. Not that I enjoy it, but I'll be so afraid to tell her, because even when I tell her, she will tell me to shut up, to keep my mouth shut. I was being abused like that. So because of that, as I was growing, I didn't like her. I let her become a church girl, let me put it like that. Even in the church, I had to experience this. When I was already grown, a very big man of God that I respect, she just called me, where are you? I hit down. I said, yes, I respect him a lot, and people know him for his holiness sermon. I went to him, he just grabbed me. You had already gained the reaction, the wife was not around. What I did was just like, he said, no, don't worry. If you do with me, I'm the superintendent. Nobody will penalize you. I ran away. I ran out of the pastorage. I went home. I told the woman that became a mother to me, even when my mother is still alive. I told her, see what happened just now. So because of that, I protect my daughter. I have 2 children right now. My daughter is in area. I'm so alert. I don't even have. I know that I don't enjoy relationship, but I'm not crazy about relationship. Even as a single mother, I don't have anybody. I need it, but that it doesn't really give me joy. I protect my children a lot. I don't even allow my daughter to go down to buy anything or allow anybody to like. I don't shake anybody. I'm very, very, very much at alert, and I thank God I got the education.
Thank you very much.
But when you share it, I can say more about it. So parents are contributing to it. There was someone I helped. There's someone because anywhere I go, people love me. I was a very beautiful lady, very godly. People love me so much. I was helping. The woman died, and I didn't know that the man had in mind that just to use me to, himself. I was there taking care of the children. The children are fond of me. This man just grabbed me one day and forced himself into me. He did it. Even when I tried to speak at
How old were you then?
At that time, this particular one, I was about 24.
24 as an adult.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
But very naive to an extent. The largest case.
Yeah.
Because of the background.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I pray you will recover your. I hope it's not a night vigil and prayer meeting that took your voice.
It's not night vigil at all. Parents should stop allowing their children, their female children, and be close to them.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, this is the essence of sex education. You must educate your children on what constitutes abuse so that they can identify and leave that room so that they can tell you. You teach them, tell them to inform you if anybody touches them here, or there.
Phone call.
Please go ahead.
All right, let's jump into this. Hello, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Frank Barrister. God bless you.
Amen. You too, sir.
Well done, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, Barrister, I know too well that because of my abuse too, I was abused when I was 5.
5 years old.
That I couldn't. Yes, Barrister. 5 years. And that thing really affected my life. In fact, I think it's one of the things that makes me make a lot of mistakes in marriage. So I want to thank God that after I realized, and before that time, the woman that abused me, it was my wife, it was my mother's friend.
How? Where were you abused? Was it in her house or in your own house?
My mother's house. Unfortunately, my mother was not married to my father again. That kind of thing.
So she will come to visit your mother?
So she came to visit my mother, yes. And she has been my mother's friend, normally come. So I would sleep in the same bed while my mother would sleep with a new husband or things like that. So that was exactly what happened to me.
So hold on. There was one bed. Your mother married somebody else?
Yes.
And then you will be on the same bed with your mother and your father?
No, a different bed in a different room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was what happened.
And then her friend will now come into your own room?
Yeah, if she comes around, she will always sleep in the other room with me and the small boy, that kind of thing.
5 years old?
5 years. 5 years.
Did you tell your mother?
I couldn't tell my mother because I didn't even know. It was later, like when I was around that kind 10 years, the thing began to ring in my heart. Look at this. What happened to me when that kind of a thing.
Wow.
But I couldn't really tell anybody. I discovered the thing really affected my relationship life. But
Wow.
Thank God, God has helped me. I'm able to.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are married now?
Yes, it's your friend now. Your friend that have not been seeing now. Now Frank that doesn't see.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Wow, I didn't know this about you. Thank you for sharing. This is I'm just heartbroken. Thank you for sharing. Oh God. You see, when we cannot tell our parents because our parents have assumed an identity that is contrary to that of father and mother. Because a wounded cub would always run to the lioness. A wounded cub would always run to the lion for protection, for cover. But our children can't talk to us because we are too strict, we are too harsh. How dare you? What were you going to look for there? Or are too religious. You cannot mention that thing in this house. It is a sin. So our children just take it in. And you don't even have the knowledge to teach them sex education right from 3 years old. You will tell them, you show them their breasts, their bum. Oh God.
No go area.
No go area. If anybody touches, so the child is already aware, and that is why we go to various secondary schools to teach from GSS 1 to SS3, the different kinds of abuse, how to identify abuse and what to do. We've been doing this for the past 4 years, going to different secondary schools, and you know, I don't understand. And when you hear what these children say, there was a GSS 2 girl that came to me in one of the schools, I think in Bariga. She's had abortion twice, GSS 2, by her father's younger brother. I told you of one that is HIV positive at 13. Under the nose of these our parents. That's why I get angry. First of all, at the previous generation, because they idolize tradition, covered family name above family life. The lives of the children did not matter as much as your name. That is why all of you are, a lot of them, have you seen that a lot of children don't go to visit their parents?
And you wonder what happened.
The way they talk to their parents, because they were there when all these things happened. They will not take care. You know, there are times I go around, I see this old man walking on this, and I'm like, don't they have children? Some of them did not even raise their children. They were partying, enjoying life, while their children were there neglected. No one to direct them. No one to teach them.
Call us or call him.
Let's go on.
You also have the WhatsApp lines. Look at the WhatsApp. Okay.
Whichever one, Val, you're in charge.
Okay, this one here says, so this is a foreign number. It says, sir, I disagree with the tradition part. With regards to patriarchy, it was created most times to create synergy in the society. Otherwise, it's going to be anarchy. There are some bad traditions, yes, that we need to do away with. But at the end of it, some tradition favors kids and protects.
How can you say you disagree with tradition, then you now say you agree that it had some bad parts? What are we talking about? Isn't it the bad parts? I just told you about the marriage celebration, naming ceremonies. Please, I don't even have time. Let's go to another. I think you just wanted to have your 5 minutes.
This
go
one
ahead.
Says, okay, this one is more or less like an observation. It says, you're not picking your WhatsApp calls. Please don't call us on WhatsApp. Send a message on WhatsApp. If you want to call us directly to the studio.
Call on the line, studio line.
Studio lines from gentlemen 0201 2770 993. For ladies 0201 4657 The WhatsApp line is for WhatsApp only. So send a message.
And what about people that are calling from diaspora?
Oh, that's another thing, But I think they can also call that number line, I think. They can call that number line, I think so. Anyways, so let's
go ahead.
Let's go ahead. So more messages before we jump back into the phone lines. This one here says, good morning, barrister. I was abused at the age of 6, and ever since then, it has affected me and the way I see women. I vow to revenge any woman I have encountered with. I make sure I got them pregnant and abandoned them now, and I'm married with 4 kids. This is interesting.
This is unfair revenge on those that. Why didn't you revenge on the person who violated you than people? Okay, because you were robbed, you now go and start shooting everybody. No, you go back to the person who violated you and confront the person.
I think it's a psychological thing.
Now you have worsened the matter, creating people like you, bringing them into the world, and releasing them to the very abuse that you suffered. Are those ones innocent or guilty?
It's just hard. It's hard to understand.
Let's move on, please.
Okay, another one here says, good morning, Pastor Lumide. The Almighty God will reward you for the liberation of humanity. Kudos to Nigeria Info. More blessing. God bless you. And thanks, Mr. Valentine, for standing in for one.
Thank you.
That's what he said here in his message. Another one here says, but he didn't drop his name. Let me see if he dropped his name. He says yes. Okay. To the next one. This one here says, hello, good morning, Mr. Barrister. Good morning. Say good morning, Mr. Barrister. Yes, the situation actually this typo, he or she meant to write the situation of most people. Okay, so situation of most people find themselves from various abuses from parents or relatives. What we all need is forgiveness from God. We need to get closer to God.
Please, can we move on to the
next person? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Is when all these lives are damaged, where men can no longer sit down and marry, where people suffer depression, post-traumatic stress. You just come with one blanket. Okay, a girl was just killed on the 1st of December. You say what we need is forgiveness. I think you have a problem. Let's move on.
This one here says, please can you call the main line again? All right, 0201 2770 993. Please, now you have it. All right. Let me take 2 more messages.
Okay.
Then WhatsApp.
Then
so here says, good morning, Barrister and the other presenter. Thank you for your campaign against injustice. Please, I suggest a wider circulation of your program to every nook and cranny of this nation. A lot of people outside Lagos need to know this. And then, of course, thanks and God bless you, Oni, listening from Abuja.
Thank you very much, sir. You can please help. Go to my social media, Olumide Omoshebi on Facebook, or Barrister Olumide on Facebook, or the Nurses Help Initiative on YouTube, and share to your friends, families. Share. That is another way you can do. Go to our social media handles and then share all this. You have me in recorded messages, some on Nurses Help Initiative on YouTube. You can share the video of this entire session. That is how it will get to more and more people. Right. Please help out with that.
All right, so let's go back to the phone lines. And by the way, in case you're listening from the diaspora, obviously listening with the app, you can also call the studio lines too. If you want to add our code to it, that should be +234, right? And then 0201 2770 993. You put the code in front of it as usual, and then call. I think that will work. Hello, 99.3.
Hey, please.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please turn down the volume of the radio set.
I've done it. I want to share my story. My
Please,
own is my daughter.
Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
My daughter went to write poem in my state. So, coming this auntie stuff. Come and see your auntie now. So she went to visit my husband's senior sister. So things were fine. So that very day, my husband's senior sister went to Virginia, leaving my daughter and his son in the house and my mother-in-law. So my daughter said, for Sunday they were watching TV, but suddenly, then sleep just carried her, only to see somebody touching her. Two of them was like, the boy want to rape her by all means, forcing to rape her. She quickly, I don't know how she managed to push the boy and run away. So the next morning, the boy was begging my daughter not to tell anybody. But the girl hold the thing till come back to Lagos and told me, and I told my husband. When we now make the thing known, Barrister, I can't believe that they turn it against my daughter. My sister-in-law was even defending the son. I told you to follow me to night vigil. You did not follow me to night vigil. I do mean you come to, it's like something that my daughter, that my daughter caused. At the end of the day, instead of to even say sorry, they were even blaming before they put it in on my head that I want to scatter the family. Barrister, I will not lie you. I cursed them. When I meet Jesus, because I was provoked.
Please, man, what did your husband do?
My husband did not do anything, no. It was even me now fighting the battle.
Your husband did not do anything?
He did not do anything. I was the one even now fighting the battle. Up to today, the enmity now has grown. But what I want to tell, so when I now went to village, okay, although I tried to let the thing go so that, let life continue, family continue. But when we now go to village, the sister now, gather all of them, they come against me and my daughter. You know what? All of them were saying that that day my daughter supposed to follow my senior sister, the auntie to night.
So wait, where is your husband? When you went to the village, your husband was not there?
He was there. He did not do anything.
What state are you from, please?
So I'm from Abia State. And he was not doing anything. The other day, I'm controlling him. And I want to divide the family.
Please, how many children do you have for him?
So I have 4.
Jesus.
With one daughter. So what am I trying to say? I cursed the boy. I got in the river. I was provoked. I went to the river and I went outside every junction, even in the express. And today, the enmity is still there. And they are trying to make me...
I think you went the extreme.
Hold on, what do you expect her to do? She's married to a man who will not fight for the daughter. Then the family gathered against her to blame.
Yes,
even you said you wanted to say... Which family are you going to? Do you think that is your family?
So, sir, now they are trying to, I should forget. So how can you beat a child, don't expect him not to cry? That is what they try to, they beat me and expect me not to cry.
Madam, I think you should know that you should start to, how is your own family?
I'm fine, no, my daughter is fine.
No, I'm talking about your own siblings, your brothers and sisters.
No, I'm okay with them.
Please,
100%
thank you very much. Just be preparing. Start preparing and making your journey back to your own family house. Because if you have a father that will watch his own child being raped, being sexually abused and assaulted by his own family member, and they are blaming and he does nothing,
they are blaming,
that tells you don't have a husband though. Madam, just calm down. You don't have a husband. Let us point the finger. You don't have a husband. Just be.
I go extra mile. I did not go to Babalawo, but
don't worry, ma. You do not have a husband. Sure, you know that one. And if you now go and now get pregnant again for this man and bring another child to this world, for this man that will not. Well done, man. Thank you for fighting for. But be prepared to just be moving your load small by small back to where you came from.
She has gone off the line.
This is ridiculous.
Wow.
Sure, you see.
I'm speechless. I don't even know.
And the man is watching.
99.3 Nigeria Info. In the next 2 minutes, we'll jump right up.
Okay, let's see who we can feed.
Let's take somebody quickly. Hello, 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. You have less than a minute, please. Straight to the point, please.
My name is I'm calling from Lekki.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
This thing will be saying happened to me when I was 19. And when my uncle told me to come for there's an opportunity in a custom that he will help me. When I went there that day, in the night, I was shocked by 9 o'clock. This is my uncle, my father's younger brother, touching me, But I just thank God, because I know that if he had raped me that day, the next day before 5 o'clock, even when he told me everything he said I should bring, I didn't listen to him again. I entered the next bus.
And you went back home. Did you tell your father, please?
And when I told my mom about that, I must say, close your back, don't say anything. This is your uncle. Don't ever say it. Don't ever mention it to anybody. So he said I should never mention it to anybody. But I just thank God I was not raped.
Did you tell your father? You didn't tell your father.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. We have to go on that break.
I did not tell my
Thank you for sharing.
We'll come back.
Thank you for sharing.
Let's take that quick break. We'll be right back. It's really full here. We'll be right back. Don't go away. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your child will be low on energy. That's why break time is the right time to.
Nigeria Info, good morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome back to Relationship 360. Olumide Omochabi here. Olumide, good morning to you.
Good morning, Oga Sheriff. Awesome to have you here.
It's been quite an interesting morning, right?
Absolutely.
Quite an interesting morning. I've been listening to quite a number of calls, but let's get to those calls. 0201 277 0993. And female only line is 0201 465 7190. For the argument about WhatsApp, the international listeners can call the WhatsApp number, and we would like to hear your story as well. Yes, we would like to hear your story. The WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. You can call in, and then let's hear your story as well. Let's jump on this call here. Good morning to you.
Hello, very sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, please, I need a clarification. As a parent or a custodian to a child, if I have a proof...
Can you speak a bit louder, please?
Okay, I said as a parent or a custodian to a child.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
And I have proof that my child is being abused. Do I have the permission not going against the law by using my license on the offense? Once I have it, please clarify on that. Thank you.
There's a difference between murder and justice. So Although, you know, some kind of justice is the firing squad or sentenced to death by hanging. But please report to the police. I know several people, inclusive of myself, that says if you touch my daughter, I'm not going to the police. But that means I am ready to go to prison. But please try the law. Try the law. Once you have trained the children on sexual abuse, the child will tell you that if my daughter comes to tell me Uncle so and so touched me, I don't need any other, just her word, because first of all, she won't have a camera to record it because she wasn't expecting to be defiled. But as she has said it, that's all for me. You are looking for proof. I don't need proof. But please go to the law. Don't shoot anybody.
Okay. Good morning to you. Good
Hello,
morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Calling because Sheriff is on the air.
Grandma.
I
Morning, Grandma.
went to work this morning and she's doing fine.
Oh,
She's
fantastic.
paid for an accommodation. And
Fantastic.
she said they need to do some repair work there, and that she'll move hopefully before the next weekend.
Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you for all you do, Sheriff.
Thank you, Grandma.
Bless you, God bless you, God
God
bless
bless you too, Grandma. God bless you. Amen.
Good morning, Barrister.
Good morning, Grandma. Well done, man.
Good morning, Grandma. Thank you. Let's take this call. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my name is Godwin, calling you from Ibadan.
Welcome, Godwin.
Please, I want to tell the barrister, and I want to thank him very well. He has been educating us very well. Just because of what he just said now, I was having these goose impulse and I quickly called my daughter, Enikiti. She's in school there. Started telling her, oh, he has been cautioning us on the radio. Please, I want to thank him. He's educating us. What we could not do, we are learning it and we are spreading it. We are sharing it. God will continue to bless you, Barrister.
Amen. You too. Thank you for that instinct to do something immediately by calling your daughter. You know, if once we can all wake up to our responsibilities, there is no time like the present and no present like now. Time. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take another call. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, please, I'm calling from Shagam.
Thank you, sir.
I want to share my own experience.
Go on.
Please
quickly,
go ahead.
quickly,
1 minute,
quickly.
please.
Thank you, sir. When I was in Kaduna, sir, when we were still, I was 5 to 6 years. I was abused by a lady. So, and since then, when I was staying with my aunt.
How long did the abuse go? For how long?
She was like 30 something then.
Okay.
It was like that something.
Was it once?
And I was staying.
Was it once? Did the abuse happen once?
No, not once. She always do it. They always do it that even I got tired that even when if I was playing with my friend outside, the children, then as a small boy, then she would come here. Your auntie is calling you. Your auntie is calling you. Then I would say, I've already knew what she's going to do. I already know.
Sorry, did you tell your father or your mother?
My mother, my father, then they are not with me then. I grew up without my auntie. Because my auntie she didn't have a child then. She's not married then. So my mother took me to her to stay with her. Then I was very, very small. Then I grew up there. I was with her 5 to 6 years.
Okay. Did you tell your auntie?
She doesn't care about us. She's not married. She was very busy doing her business and going with men.
So why would your mother? This is the problem. Why would your mother have a child and then go and use as a sacrifice because someone else does not have a child?
That is the problem. That's my advice not to parents. Yeah? Okay, now I don't have mother-in-law. I don't have father-in-law like I was saying. So I don't even have that experience. And that experience that thing cost me a lot. That I don't even in relationship. I don't even have feeling. In fact, it makes me to go as you like call it revenge, to ladies, things like that. And although I bless God and I thank God now I'm born again, I give God all the glory.
Thank you very much for sharing. This is terrible.
Thank you.
I think let's take one more before I round up.
Okay. All right. Let's see who we can drag up here. Okay, there you go. Let's do this one here. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Can I remain anonymous?
Please do.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, I want to share although it happened to me 3 times.
Please go ahead quickly. You have 1 minute.
When I was a little girl, I was 6. Someone that usually comes to my parents' house to just take care of the compound and clean. He usually touch me and do some kind of thing. And if I tell my brother, then my brother will say, because I'm not staying in one place, I should go inside. I should not come out.
Sorry, you told your mother.
Her brother.
I told my brother because my brother he stepped out that day. Immediately he came in. I told him because there was blood on my underwear. Then I told him that look at what this brother did to me. And he said I was outside playing. I should go inside. I should not stay outside. So at the age of 8, my elder sister got married. Then my mom said I should go and stay with her. Then staying with her, my sister don't have time. Her husband do travel. So sometimes, I don't know, someone will come and visit my sister. And if I say my sister is not around, you start touching me because I'm scared. I could not even, and my sister is not giving me this free mind to even talk to her. She's too strict. I can't even talk to my sister. So
sorry, thank you, but sorry, why your parents, your mother, your father?
My mom and my dad, they were in Lagos, not too far from each other, but my mom was not giving me the listening ear. She's like, it's because of the way you look, because of what you wear, like.
As a child? As 6 years old?
As a child.
She's talking about how are you the one that goes to buy your clothes? Isn't it the clothes they buy for you that you wear?
Yeah, when I was 21 too, it happened to me. The guy actually blocked me. He had annual sex with me at that age.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't. Since then, I can't. It's like it's very fresh in my head.
So sorry.
I can't even stay in a single relationship at my age. Because I just feel they just want to use me and just.
I'm so sorry. Please, how old are you now?
I am 28 and I have a child of 3 years, but I don't want to even get married in my next life or in this world because I'm okay with my child.
Wow. So sorry about that. So sorry about that. Thank you for sharing.
So sorry.
The absence of father and mother. You see what it does to children. You take your children and you parcel them to family members. Then why did you have the children? Why did you have the children? The family members that you are sending them to, don't they have the capacity to bear their own children? But you are reproducing to share. You are reproducing as if you with no responsibility. Women that will complain, you are the one that will keep reproducing for irresponsible men. Men that will complain, you are the one that will still go to the same irresponsible woman. Continue giving birth. What kind of decision is to take a child and send to the north to a woman simply because that one does not have a child, but she has boyfriends and girlfriends? You now send your own child to do what? You see how you have damaged children? You see how these damaged children will grow up to become damaged adults that will now have children that will be half damaged, half because they will be the recipients of the damaged culture. They will be trying to heal by themselves. Do you see how difficult it is? At 40, people cannot be in relationships. Let me just round up. Today I want to celebrate a member of my network, Kelechi Gospel, as he weds his wife to be Chidinma Lucy. Is someone I'm very proud of, and I will be there this morning to celebrate with them. Kelechi, I wish you a happy married life. You have been a member of my organization and you know what it is. Both of you cannot touch each other because I would arrest the two of you. You know that. And thank God that you are smart. Happy married life. This December, I think I will just put my phone off. It is no longer making sense that other people will be fighting for other people's children while their parents are alive. It does not make sense. Those that may want to reach out to me, my number is 0909 3214 942. 0909 3214 942. I will be in Ikorodu on Tuesday. The Nigerian Bar Association, through Ikorodu branch, through its Human Rights Committee, has invited me on Tuesday, 9th December 2025 at 1 p.m. That is at Buka Hut Hall, Olubi Junction, Ikorodu. I will be there to speak with them with regards to issues on human rights advocacy and victim support within the Ikorodu community. I've told you that next year, by February, I'm coming to Ikorodu. I know that I'm going to spend a long time there. We are going to campaign, go into the markets like you have never seen before. Ikorodu has one of the worst cases of child violation, domestic violence and abuse, and femicide in Nigeria. Ikorodu is a place where people watch their neighbors kill their wives, beat their husbands, and children are being sexually violated, and everybody walks and does nothing. I hope to be able to partner with some traditional rulers, and this is going to be a serious effort next year, and we'll go to about 6 other local governments to do this, the local governments with the highest rates of domestic violence and abuse and child sexual abuse. I want to thank those of you who support us. When I say support us, people think, very Solomide, but you receive a lot. Don't let me talk. But I would thank those that would give their widow's mite to help us achieve some kind of effect in Nigeria. Yes, we're in December. Oga Sheriff, is there any Christmas hamper?
They said it's coming.
They said it's coming. Thank you, everybody. I don't. Don't let me drag Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy, I don't receive anything. So that I won't start coming to your houses and you find things missing in the kitchen. Just don't report. You already know who came to visit you. So there's no need to report. You already know the person. It is I. So I don't know if I gave my phone number, 0909 3214 942. So let us quickly get back to see whether we can do, I think next week will be my last active week. I don't know if I will be on the radio to Christmas or, through the next 2 weeks. But let's see how it goes. Oga Sheriff, you can go back to the phone lines.
Okay. All right, let's take a few more calls as we begin to wind down the show today. It's 8:50, which means we have about 5 more minutes left on the show. I can take a couple of messages here. Let me see if I can jump on this one here. And this person says, good morning, Barry. This is Stateman from Ilefe. Good morning, Barry. So listening to these testimonies breaks my heart. A lot of people are in need of healing. I suggest a healing counseling program for these folks. Okay, let's take this call. Good morning to you. Please turn off your radio. Thank you.
Good morning. Sorry. Good morning, Barry.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much for this your message. I've been listening since last week. My name is Kalisa Ozochukwu. I'm calling from Iba.
Wow, thank you, man. You have about 40 seconds, so go ahead.
Let me tell you what. You see, this same thing is not only about female genders only. I encountered a guy one day when I was coming back from my school. We boarded a bike together. We're coming back. So there's something we saw on the vehicle, the road, zero wine. So the guy was like, I said, do you know the meaning of that in the road? They say zero wine. I say, fear women. Say, my sister, that's true. Hi, something happened to me. He now shared his story, his life story, about how he was 12 years old and he was assaulted by a neighbor in their own compound they built. A tenant that came there to rent an apartment, claiming to be his teacher, co-teacher, maybe all these external teacher after school. He will come back, go into the room. The lady will be assaulting him at the age of 12 years.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, man, both male and females are victims. And that is, we're not campaigning for one gender, but both.
Let me take this message. This person says, good morning, very celebrity. Please, I want to blame first the parents of every child that is or was abused. Some parents are just too careless with their kids. I have a routine for my kids at home. Once it is 7 p.m., none of my kids go out of their house for any reason. My first child is 15, second is 12, and third is 10. They have just between 7 to 10 minutes to get back home from school. I went to their school to personally have a talk with the proprietress of the school, and that if they have all those funny teachers in the school, that they should warn them that I can kill anybody who tries anything funny with my kids.
I remember when my daughter got admission to the University of Lagos, the first thing I put on my Facebook is that this father is now ready to go to prison. Wow. So for those that can think, they know what that means.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can take another call right now. I'm not sure we can take another call right now. Any last word before we go?
Yes, thank you everyone for listening, for tuning in. We do not take you for granted. And I'm getting messages. Yes, if you want to help us, someone has said on the program for those sexually abused as children, she pledges to bring pastries in the meeting. Thank you very much. And those that, yes, if you want to support, just reach out to me personally on my phone number. And thank you, everyone. Olga, Sheriff, and awesome awesome to see you here. Very encouraging. And to everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. I may not be here for the Christmas and the last Saturday of the month, but we go meet, we go block later.
We go jam, yeah.
We go jam.
All right, Lagos, that's the show. The discuss with Jimmy this is next. Stay here, please.